और आज हमारे साथ हैं रिधिका भंडारी। क्या कुछ स्टोरी है इसके पीछे?
Education was completely different from what I'm doing now.
Briefly about the institute and what they are into.
Early childhood development as my specialization. Indian Responsible Tourism Award 2025 from Gujarat Tourism.
How did you figure out this name?
One fine day, my brother was just thinking about how about Uprant? It means both in Hindi and Gujarati dialect.
How many women you are empowering?
हमारे पास में तब ना मशीन्स थी ना कुछ था, और ये 7 महिलाएं थी जिन्होंने मुझ में ट्रस्ट दिखाया था, और हमने उपरांत शुरू कर दिया था. Built Rakhi's of worth 1 lakh rupees into
is
that.
it?
More and more women started joining us.
Read about the skill development program.
Knitting, hand embroidery, candle making, and there are further more product.
होता वो आप जाके काउंसिल करके आए हैं कि हाँ कल टर्न अप होंगे और आज फिर वापस कोई टर्न अप नहीं हुआ?
हाँ, घर से परमिशन नहीं मिल रही है, कमिट कर दिया है कि दीदी हम सब चलेंगे, ए ना पप्पा ना पाड़े छे.
Get into social entrepreneurship.
Not just charity, donation, or you need to have a good heart. It's a full-fledged career and profession. You're actually on ground working towards something to achieve, and systemic change should be the focus.
स्वागत है आपका इस पॉडकास्ट एपिसोड में जिसका नाम है ईडीआई पॉडकास्ट सीजन 3, और आज हमारे साथ हैं रिधिका भंडारी. दोस्तों, रिधिका जो कन्वेंशनल ईडीआई का प्रोग्राम है, पोस्ट ग्रेजुएट डिप्लोमा इन बिजनेस एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप मैनेजमेंट, वो कोर्स में से नहीं किया उन्होंने. शी इज़ अ पार्ट ऑफ अ डेवलपमेंट स्टडीज़ करके इनका एक पोस्ट ग्रेजुएट डिप्लोमा प्रोग्राम था जो अभी नहीं रहा. बट हमें इनसे सीखना है कैसे एक सोशल इम्पैक्ट क्रिएट किया जाए सोसाइटी में थ्रू एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप. देयर मेन मोटिव is not making money but create impact in the society. Apart from, a secondary objective could be making money, because that is the blood that you require to run any society, any organization. But let's listen from Riधिका herself, her journey, what she is up to, what effort she is making to make this world a better place to live. Welcome, Riधिka.
Thank you so much for having me here.
We are fortunate to have you today and to have this conversation. We would like to know, was it decided since beginning कि you want to get into this social entrepreneurship, या कुछ story है इसके पीछे?
It was never decided for what I'm doing now.
Okay.
It came as a complete surprise even for my parents. When I go back and see my journey, my education was completely different from what I'm doing now.
Okay.
I took my bachelor's into pharmaceuticals, and sooner and later in the middle of that course when I was pursuing, I realized this is not something which I was born to do or something which I want to pursue my career into.
Okay.
Having life confined to laboratories and working on medicines, research, studying all the chemical reactions, I just could not find myself having a career into that. Later I discovered myself, my interest, and which was completely telling me about being a public person, being out there in society, and then I joined a short course from Tata Institute of Social Science to understand my interest of social work.
Okay.
That's where the understanding started for building up for understanding society, sociology, social work. And then the biggest thing happened. The EDII development studies program happened to me, which actually shaped what I'm doing right now.
Okay.
Brought my thoughts together, what I am today professionally, personally, and created and shaped me what Uprant is doing today.
Okay. Yes. So Uprant is the name of your business, your firm, right? Now let's go back to the journey. You were into pharmacy. I would like to break down the whole thing. How do you discover your calling? कैसे if this is something लोग है ना पूरी जिंदगी लगा देते हैं वो करने में जो जिसके लिए वो नहीं बने, तो वो कैसे पता चले कि यार बॉस ये कॉलिंग नहीं है, दिस इज नॉट व्हाट आई एम ऑन दिस अर्थ फॉर, एंड ये कुछ है. सो मे बी सम स्टोरीज, सम एनेक्डोट्स कि ऐसा हुआ था और ये मुझे अच्छा लग रहा था, एंड देन आई डिस्कवर्ड माई सेल्फ कि यार ये रिधिका नहीं है, ये है रिधिका.
Yeah.
So what was it?
सो नहीं पता होता है किसी को भी,
Yes.
जन्म से नहीं पता होता है उसे क्या करना है. हम करते रहते हैं और एक वो कंसिस्टेंसी बिल्ड होती जाती है. वी कीप ऑन डूइंग, ट्राइंग डिफरेंट थिंग्स, and then we connect with ourselves whether this is for me or whether it's not me.
Okay.
So कर के ही पता चलता है कि क्या नहीं करना है. और
Okay.
अगर क्या नहीं करना है ये पता है, so definitely you're going to end up doing what you really want to do.
Super. So you keep experimenting things.
Yes.
आप चीजें करते रहें, maybe as a side hustle, or go on weekends and give it a try, do some volunteering activities.
Truly.
And then you will figure out कि यार यहाँ पे ये करते समय डोपामाइन छूट रहा है, ये करते समय डोपामाइन रिलीज नहीं हो रहा.
Truly.
So this is what I'm motivated to do and interested in doing. Great. Superb. So you did Tata Institute of Social Science. You did a small course. What was it? Tell me something about this, briefly about the institute and what they are into.
So Tata Institute of Social Science is India's one of the leading institutes for social science,
Okay.
for social works.
Okay.
And I got my basic understanding of social work, development, change. What are the political sciences? What is the meaning of change? What are we talking about?
Right.
What is society all about?
Okay.
Everything, that basics got cleared into that institute.
Acha.
And the short course that I did had early childhood development as my specialization.
Okay.
Where I was studying about kids from infants, right from the conceive to upbringing of the child. And that's
Okay.
when I realized this is something where when we were interacting with parents, we were out there on field, working in a lot many organizations, taking our experiences on grassroots, talking
Okay.
with beneficiaries, working with the leading development professionals. And that's where I realized this is where I belong.
Okay.
And the concept of charity, donation, and creating nation through enterprise creation was introduced. And when we talk about entrepreneurship and creating nation, or maybe providing any solution, entrepreneurial solution to any social problem, then EDI comes into picture.
Okay.
And that is how I can simply break down the journey from my experiences of grassroots to both the institutes, TIS and EDII.
Okay. How did you got to know about this course, the program that is there in EDII?
My seniors actually.
Acha.
Yeah, who are doing wonders in their field after passing out from EDII. Some were placed into UNICEF, UN funds.
Okay.
So EDI has actually had amazing pass outs
Okay.
from older batches who have been running either their own organizations or have been part of the biggest organizations and creating wonders into what they're actually
Okay.
doing. So stories of those alumni actually got me attracted to the institute. And then when I researched about EDII, I saw the course outline. I saw how wonderfully that course has been created.
Right.
How wonderfully they have merged management courses along with all the social work courses possible.
Okay.
And the kind of field work experience it gives, EDII gives, and the professors who are actually teaching in EDII,
Okay.
they are the real practitioners. They have been the part of nation systemic changes
Okay.
at policy level as well.
Okay.
So the professors have played a very important role
Okay.
in shaping us as EDI students.
True.
Yeah.
And EDI stands for that. So, were there any hesitations from parents, from the family, when you were into pharmacy, and the way conventional traditional society thinks? Your family business or your parents are also from pharmacy, right? So, how did were there any apprehensions for it?
Yes, for sure. So पेरेंट्स के लिए ये समझ पाना कि सोशल वर्क में भी करियर होता है
ठीक है.
इज इट सेल्फ और सरप्राइज.
Okay.
देन जब हम फील्ड पर होते हैं, मेरे पेरेंट्स EDI से जब मैं पहली बार इंटर्नशिप करने गई थी औरंगाबाद में, इट वाज माय एक्सपीरियंस विद ICICI फाउंडेशन फॉर इंक्लूसिव ग्रोथ.
Okay.
इट वाज देयर CSR प्रोग्राम एंड इट वाज अ ह्यूज प्रोजेक्ट हैपनिंग इन औरंगाबाद.
ठीक है.
So I had to travel from Aurangabad to Osmanabad, and there were 14 villages which were adopted by ICICI,
Okay.
and they were working rigorously with grassroots level farmers
Okay.
for their agriculture skill development and agriculture aligned activities for livelihoods.
ठीक है.
So my parents were in complete shock, and they were like, 45 डिग्री के टेम्परेचर में जो बच्ची आज तक एसी कूलर से नहीं निकली है, वो ईडीआई के भी एसी क्लासरूम्स में पढ़ती है, वो अपना फील्ड वर्क के लिए पूरे 12-12 घंटे दिन से रात तक ट्रैवल करके उन फार्मर्स की ट्रेनिंग स्किल डेवलपमेंट एक्टिविटीज़ में फुल टाइम 2 महीने तक काम किया है. और दे वर लाइक, नहीं करना है ऐसे काम, तुम अच्छी नौकरी लो बढ़िया किसी कंपनी में. इवन डेवलपमेंट सेक्टर हैज़ अ लॉट ऑफ मेनी जॉब अपॉर्चुनिटीज, जस्ट डू द जॉब एंड कम बैक होम. इस मानसिकता से जब पेरेंट्स, उनके लिए समझना बहुत मुश्किल होता है कि हम एक पाथवे ऐसा चूज किए जिसको बदलाव के जुनून से ड्रिवन है वो. और उसमें हम विकास की बातें किसी एसी क्लासरूम में बैठकर या किसी कॉन्फ्रेंस रूम में बैठकर नहीं कर सकते. वी हैव टू बी ऑन ग्राउंड विथ पीपल, विथ बेनिफिशरीज, विटनेसिंग द स्टोरीज एंड चैलेंजेस ऑन ग्राउंड. सो जब उपरांत मैंने घर पे बताया कि मैं कोविड के बीच में, जब 3rd वेव चल रहा है और धीरे धीरे लॉकडाउन खुला है, और उन्हें जब पता चला कि मैं रैग पिकिंग विमेन के साथ में काम कर रही हूँ स्लम्स के, तो रामापीनो टेकरो एक ऐसा स्लम था जो कि बहुत ही क्लोज क्लस्टर में था.
Ramapino Tekro is in Ahmedabad?
Is in Ahmedabad. So Ramapino Tekro is a slum in Ahmedabad where I had opportunity to work with an organization which introduced me to the community of rag picking women.
Okay, ठीक है.
So these rag picking women, I was working with them, taking all the community meetings, working with them rigorously when it comes to primary research, secondary research, sitting with them on ground, not even thinking about any fear of contamination, just working with them. And my parents were scared as hell. उन्हें नहीं समझ में आ रहा था कि भरे कोविड में जब पूरी दुनिया घर के अंदर है, तुम्हें बाहर क्यों रहना है? Why do you want to risk all of us? I was here in Ahmedabad. They went back to Indore, and when they actually came to Ahmedabad, all after the lockdown was done, चीज़ें खुलने लगी थी. When they saw me with the women, we were all making products. हम लोग धूप की चिंता किए बिना, किसी चीज़ की चिंता किए बिना, बस मास्क और ग्लव्स पहन के कंटिन्यूसली उन महिलाओं के साथ में स्लम में जब काम कर रहे थे. हमारे पास में तब जगह भी नहीं थी, छत भी नहीं थी, इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर भी नहीं था. इट वॉज देन when they saw me with the women, with all the love that we are putting in creating a product, the kind of challenges we were facing back then, they were all in tears. So parents के लिए ये एक्सेप्ट कर पाना itself is a huge challenge. But then when they see you all blooming in your dreams, and then when they see you making a difference, creating an entire idea into reality, they understand. And time does settles everything.
Okay. How are they? Do they feel proud about their daughter? Do they feel proud about the selection, the choice that you have made?
I feel they do, but they don't say it often. But so I took him along with all the award ceremonies, and I see it in his eyes. And but because if not been here, I would have been with him doing some pharmacy job, or maybe having a pharmacy manufacturing unit with him only. Since my father is also a pharmacist, and I did my bachelor's in pharmacy.
Right.
So I think
अवार्ड का नाम क्या था?
IRTA, Indian Responsible Tourism Award 2025 from Gujarat Tourism.
Okay. Award की बात हुई तो you have been recently awarded India Responsible Tourism Award by Gujarat Tourism. So उसके बारे में बताइए, वो कैसे हुआ?
So it is an award by Gujarat government, Gujarat Tourism, called Indian Responsible Tourism Award 2025. The title given to us was Grassroots Heroes Working on Ground in Sustainability.
Okay.
So IRTA always.
आप तो पहले ना ये sorry to interrupt. Responsible tourism क्या होता है, पहले वो समझा दीजिए.
Responsible tourism का बहुत ही सीधे और आसान शब्दों में अगर मैं बताऊं तो एक ऐसा टूरिस्ट अपॉर्चुनिटी वेयर सस्टेनेबिलिटी becomes the main part of it.
Right.
Whether it is homestay, whether it is an experience center, whether you are having heritage property reservation conservation where tourism is in place, whether you're a tech based startup or a huge MNC or company like MMT, or whether you are an influencer who is into tourism, everything that revolves and your perspective and mindset should involve sustainability.
Right.
And if you're doing and making difference, creating tourism with responsibility, considering all the SDGs, everything in mind, and creating India's tourism more responsible, that is the meaning, more conscious actually. Understood. As a tourist and as a tourism host.
Right.
And which is why
this award.
Yes.
Okay.
So Uprant was recognized for its sustainability work on grassroots, along with women and women empowerment and creating upcycled products, and which is why we won this award, and we are truly humbled to receive the award from the Gujarat government.
Excellent. And you also said that the center that you have, I mean, it's open for the audience or the people who would like to. So उसके बारे में बताइए, अगर किसी को देखना है आपका सेटअप तो कैसे देख सकते हैं और कहाँ देख सकते हैं?
Wonderful. So उपरांत टेक्सटाइल वेस्ट मैनेजमेंट पे काम करता है.
Okay.
जिसमें बहुत सारा टेक्सटाइल वेस्ट डंप जो किया जाता है वो हम पिकअप करते हैं.
ठीक है.
चाहे वो हाउस होल्ड टेक्सटाइल वेस्ट हो, चाहे वो टेक्सटाइल इंडस्ट्री से
वेस्ट हो,
गारमेंट मैन्युफैक्चरर्स का वेस्ट हो, किसी भी प्रकार का टेक्सटाइल वेस्ट. नाउ इन द वर्ल्ड वेयर टेक्सटाइल इज नॉट प्योर एनी मोर, we have polyesters, esters, and lot many mixtures of synthetic fibers mixed along with cotton. And finding pure textile is very different.
Okay.
So Uprant is trying to create its premise in a way where people can understand textile better.
Okay.
Its texture, its consistency, and to differentiate whether this textile that they are wearing, whether it's pure, it's good for earth, or it is burden on earth.
Okay.
So it is the kind of statistics it says. There are landfills full of textile waste.
True.
There is water bodies getting contaminated because of textile waste.
Okay.
And Uprant is trying to make people more aware. So it is an experience center, what we are trying to create, where people are more aware, they become more conscious, understand textile better, they take better choices of textile. The thrift market is promoted, and when they go back, after experiencing Uprant, they have a skill to upcycle. They understand why choosing sustainability and making conscious choices in textile is important.
Right.
Which is why the centers are trying to create an experience for its visitors. Value for people who have keen interest in textile, and anybody as students, as schools can visit us and have an experience, hands-on experience, where they can see segregation of textile, women upcycling textile at the center, involving art, hand embroidery, papier mâché work, a lot many crafts in upcycling those textiles and creating utility products out of the textile waste.
And the details are there on the website, or where, I mean, if I want to visit your
yes. So details are right now there on the social media.
Okay.
And they can directly drop in at Uprant and experience it itself.
Super amazing. So यार मुझे उपरांत नाम बहुत सुंदर लगा. How did you figure out this name?
So
and what does it mean?
It never came to our mind before, as we were just planning, we were thinking of Circular Studio or anything, but no NGO can recognize, like our beneficiaries will not be able to recognize with an English name. I mean, will be relate more. And then one fine day my brother was just thinking about how about Uprant? It means both in Hindi and Gujarati dialect, it means beyond. Life beyond. So it literally means life beyond, Uprant. And that's when we came up with, we are giving a new life or afterlife to waste. Our women have completely changed their identity from a safai karamchari or from rag picking to an artisan card holder. It's a new life entirely for them, and which is why Life Beyond Uprant.
Amazing. When did you start this enterprise of yours? और कब सोचा कि ये करना है? Like after EDI, did you start immediately, or was there time where you work for some other organization and then you figured out कि चलो अब अपना कुछ खुद करता है?
So EDI में ऐसा माहौल होता है कि everybody is running behind innovative ideas, technology based ideas. They've all been incubated and cradled, well supported by SSIP. जब आपके दिमाग में 24 घंटे कोई हैमर डाल रहा है, entrepreneurship, कुछ आइडिया, कुछ कर दिखाना है, बिजनेस, धंधा नहीं बातों, all the time. So EDI एक premises ही धंधा है शायद. Each and every student is running high on like business ideas. Professors are all asking you what's new today, and वो माहौल में जब आप रहते हो और तुम्हें नहीं पता कि I don't know what will I enterprise, but I'm here in entrepreneurship college. And sometimes at that point in time when I was a student at EDI, I felt like it's okay, even if I don't have an idea right now, we will keep working on
something.
it. We'll figure out.
Yes.
And in the journey of figuring out, we tried a lot many different segments, sectors.
Okay.
So as a development study student, when I had a choice of choosing my internship, I was sent in a totally different sector, CSRs, agriculture aligned livelihoods,
Okay.
skill development for women farmers. And then I was given experiences by my professors.
Okay.
Professors who took us on field. Shri Ramakrishna Mistry professor, he took us to on fields. Like he preferred you guys you have to experience poverty to understand the concept of poverty. You have to experience the problems and challenges, talk to people on ground rather than sitting in the classroom and learn about theories. So theories were really important to understand, but we were actually taken to Citizen Nagar, Narol, Pirana, and the professors who actually took us on field, Mr. Shri Gagan Sethi ji took us actually on field to understand what laws are, what systemic change means, what changing at policy level means. And so these are the people who give us experiences. And when you get different experiences of different sectors in development sector also, like we talk about women empowerment, we were taken to Deepak Foundation, we were taken to Akshay Patra Foundation. When you have seen the sectors and your institute is giving you that kind of exposure, when you come out of EDII, I actually worked with the same people who were who were part of my EDII program.
Okay.
I worked with Mr. Ashish Agrawal in Paryavaran Mitra. Then I had an opportunity to work with Shri Gagan Sethi of Jan Vikas, Nupur ji from Center for Social Justice. And after that, I actually was, when I was in the field again back working in the same Ramapino Tekro, that's when Uprant Foundation happened.
Okay.
So it was never a planned thing. It was just need an emergency of that hour after COVID, where these women had potential, and those potential needs to be channelized.
Okay.
And that's why the Uprant happened. That's how Uprant happened.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So, what stage is Uprant at right now? Like, how many setups you have? How many women you are empowering?
It was Uprant's journey began with just 7 sisters.
Okay.
And who could actually agree, who could trust me, and they can actually shift from rag picking to joining something with me.
So these 7 sisters, 7 women, they were the rag pickers.
Yeah, they were from Ramapino Tekro.
Okay.
And these women actually were, they trusted me with the idea that I was trying. Because 300 लोगों का प्राइमरी रिसर्च किया तब जाके 7 ऑन बोर्ड होती है.
अच्छा.
That was the ratio, and that was the kind of heartbreak it was, that कि हम घर घर जाके इतने फॉर्म्स भरवाते हैं बहनों से कि आप क्या करोगे, कैसे उनको. सो देयर वाज एन ऑर्गेनाइजेशन कॉल्ड, देयर इज एन ऑर्गेनाइजेशन जीवन तीर्थ, जिन्होंने पूरी प्रीमाइसेस हमको खोल के दे दी, जिस प्रीमाइसेस पे हमने फर्स्ट फाउंडेशन डे मनाया था. दैट प्रीमाइसेस इज जीवन तीर्थ NGO. हमारे पास में तब ना मशीन्स थी ना कुछ था, और ये 7 महिलाएं थी जिन्होंने मुझ में ट्रस्ट दिखाया था, और हमने उपरांत शुरू कर दिया था. बहुत सारे वॉलंटियर्स, बहुत सारे प्रोफेशनल्स आए, हम लोगों को हेल्प करी. और ये 7 की जब स्टोरी, हमने फर्स्ट प्रोडक्ट राखी बनाया, और जब हमने EDI के ही हस्तकला सेतु योजना के साथ में कोलैब करके हमारी ये जो राखियों का सेल्स किया अहमदाबाद हाट में, ये फंडिंग अमाउंट, ये जो सीड अमाउंट हमारी बहनों ने कमाया था, दैट वाज बियॉन्ड इमेजिनेशन. वी एक्चुअली सोल्ड राखीज ऑफ वर्थ 1 lakh rupees into that.
Is it?
Yes, and that became the seed fund for Uparant. And looking at their success stories, making them something else, and not going back to do what they were doing earlier, more and more women started joining us. And that's when the skill development program by Uparant Foundation happened. And after then, we have stopped counting. There were women who joined just skill development program and left. There were women who joined and never went back. They came to learn from us hand embroidery, kantha hand embroidery work. And now they are working full time with us. They are making our products. They are actually into segregation units. They are now having a dream of, they are independent, and they're never going back as slum dwellers. Yes. So this is what is the beauty of Uparant Foundation.
You said about the skill development program, like a small program that Uparant conducts with the women who are joined. इसके बारे में बताइए, क्या होता है ये स्किल डेवलपमेंट प्रोग्राम?
So this is like a designed program by Uparant only.
ठीक है.
Where we are very focused on, once she is learning, like she is done learning, what will she do next? So it's not just a normal stitching learning skill development program. It is a program which teaches her hand embroidery, heritage hand embroidery, something that adds, along with stitching, something that adds value to what she can create later. So macrame is one of the training that we conduct. Then candle making is one of the training that we conduct. And these are all the part of the 3 months training program. So stitching, knitting, hand embroidery, candle making, and there are further more product research that we are doing on, and we are training our women into it. So training our women is a continuous process. It happens in 3 phases. So once the first batch learns the basics, once those who have learned basics move on to the next level, and those who are actually, they have achieved the finish that is required, are actually making Uparant products.
And what all products do you people make?
We are making utility products like textile wall arts, which has dense hand embroidery. We are now into utility bags, upcycled. Everything is made out of textile waste. After the segregation happens, sanitization happens, the hand embroidery done. We are making bags. We are into corporate gifting, trays, coasters, home decor products, and anything which has possibility. We are of home decor products, so we are also into upholstery fabrics. And we do hand embroidery on textiles, and that becomes upholstery, beautiful upholstery fabrics for furnitures. And we work with interior designers, architects, various MNCs for their corporate giftings. And this is what we're doing.
ये products कहाँ मिलेंगे अगर मुझे लेना है तो?
Uparant has its own website, and we have our own store in the same NGO. So website पे all details are available. You can see and check out. Super. ये जो women हैं, now is it free? I believe it is free of cost for them, right? Yes.
So is it difficult to get them on board? या आ जाते हैं क्योंकि उनको ये चीज़ मिल रही है, फैसिलिटी मिल रही है? हाउ इज दिस प्रोसेस?
इट इज़ वेरी डिफिकल्ट टू कन्विंस देम, बिकॉज इतना ईजी नहीं होता उन्हें ये कहना कि जो आप कर रहे हो वो छोड़कर कुछ नया करते हैं.
ठीक है।
स्पेशली जब उसमें कुछ नया सीखना हो। हैंड एम्ब्रॉयडरी में बहुत पेशेंस लगता है, बहुत धैर्यता से वो धीरे धीरे, इट्स अ वेरी स्लो माइंडफुल प्रोसेस ऑफ डूइंग एम्ब्रॉयडरी। और जब अपसाइकलिंग पे बात आती है तो द प्रोसेस इटसेल्फ इज़ वेरी डिफ़िकल्ट एंड इट इज़ वेरी रिगरस, बिकॉज आपको एक कचरे में पड़ा हुआ कपड़ा जिसकी हालत होती है वो आपको सैनिटाइज करना है, क्लीन करना है, वॉश करना है और उसको एक ऐसे मटेरियल तक लेकर आना है दैट इट बिकम्स अ रिसोर्स फॉर द प्रोडक्ट दैट वी आर गोइंग टू मेक।
ट्रू।
तो वो चिंदी जोड़ना, एक एक चिंदी जोड़ना रिक्वायर्स अ लॉट ऑफ पेशेंस,
ओके।
requires a lot of skill based, it's a very skill based hard work. सो बहनों को उस लेवल तक कन्विंस करना, प्लस पहले तो घर से निकालना इन द वर्ल्ड वेयर you know dominance of male dominance or society or responsibilities on women for their kids, for their households. अगर गांव जाना है या घर में मेहमान हैं, सारी जिम्मेदारियां उसी पे है। बच्चों को स्कूल से लाना है, छोड़ने जाना है, और फिर अगर उसको अपने भी सपने पूरे करना है तो घर से निकलना, मुझे तो कभी कभी लगता है कि उसका घर से निकलकर उपरांत सेंटर तक आना ही बहुत बड़ा अचीवमेंट हो जाता है, काफ़ी बड़ी बात है। और फिर जिस तरह के सोशल सर्कमस्टांसेस से वो आती हैं, वेयर इट इज़ वेरी नॉर्मल फॉर देम टू बी पार्ट ऑफ डोमेस्टिक वायलेंस, टू बी एबल टू दे एक्चुअली फेसिंग अ लॉट देन वी कैन एवर इमेजिन, एंड समटाइम्स इट हैज़ बिन हैपनिंग from so long that it is their minds ingrained and they're conditioned, and they don't feel that there is something wrong happening with her. So to make her aware of herself, her rights, of what should be the way and what is happening right now itself is a very slow process. But when she comes down from her house to the center, this itself is a huge thing for us, that इतना मीटिंग्स लेने के बाद अगर वो ज्वाइन कर रही है और 6 महीना हो गया है उसे काम करते करते, इट्स अ commendable thing. And we celebrate anniversaries of all our women.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anniversary when they have joined.
When they have joined also.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So रिधिका, मतलब आप इतना नोबल काम कर रही हैं एंड थोड़ा डिसअपॉइंटिंग लगता है कि यार इतना मेहनत कर रहे हैं बहनों पर, वी वांट टू चेंज, ब्रिंग चेंज इन देयर लाइफ, एंड देन स्टिल वो रिकग्निशन या एक्नॉलेजमेंट नहीं मिल रहा है। मतलब ऐसा होता हो आप जाके काउंसिल करके आए हैं कि हाँ कल टर्न अप होंगे और आज फिर वापस कोई टर्न अप नहीं हुआ?
हाँ,
Right?
many a times. So हम लोगों को जब भी एग्जीबिशन में जाना होता है, it is always somewhere out, somewhere far, or maybe intercity exhibitions.
Right.
So घर से परमिशन नहीं मिल रही है, कमिट कर दिया है कि दीदी हम सब चलेंगे, लेकिन वो जो एक चीज़ है ना कि ए ना पप्पा ना पाड़े छे, and that becomes very disappointing, that how a man is still controlling everything.
Yes.
She's actually willing to go out, learn, explore, and she has the opportunity to do everything with Uprant.
Okay.
But then she has to compromise on what she wants to do.
अच्छा, ये तो बात हुई आपकी कि कोई फैमिली में द एल्डर मेल इज कंट्रोलिंग थिंग्स। इज इट कि इंटरनली उनको ही मोटिवेशन नहीं है, दे डोंट वांट टू चेंज देयर लाइफ?
Yeah.
ऐसा केस होता है?
A lot, many times.
Okay.
बहुत सारे केसेस होते हैं कि वो कंडीशन है, वो जो उन्हें माहौल मिला है वो उसमें अपने आप को इतना ढाल चुके हैं, तो दे डोंट वांट टू चेंज एनीथिंग एनी मोर. It's only when they're asked questions, it's only when they see other women doing that, and that becomes a strike.
Okay.
कि ये तो कर ली, ये मेरे ही पास में रहती है, इसके पास भी सेम सिचुएशन थी, लेकिन शी फॉट फॉर, सो दे आर सेटिंग अप एग्जाम्पल फॉर ईच अदर.
दिस इज वेयर द ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन हैपेंस.
यस. सो कोई एक ने अगर पहल करी है तो उसको देखकर शायद थोड़ी सी चिंगारी दूसरे में जागेगी.
So I also believe कि now people, why this all reality shows are working right now, because now people don't want to see Akshay Kumar, Shah Rukh Khan doing something. There are real stories around in your neighborhood. We have Mary Kom, we have other sports people, or Manji tha the real hero. एक छोटे से गांव में उन्होंने पर्वत तोड़ के पूरा रास्ता बना दिया. So there are real stories around us, and when you see them, there is where the transformation happens. कि अच्छा इन्होंने कर लिया यार, तो मैं क्यों नहीं कर सकता, right? And that's why it is very important to share the real stories, tell stories, narrate stories. चलिए अब बताइए मुझे उपरांत के साथ आपका फ्यूचर प्लान क्या है?
So Uprant currently has 3 centers and which are quite stable now, and we stand with 120 women as of now.
Oh, wow.
Not necessarily all rag picking, but a few, and slum dwellers who have been transforming their lives now. We are now looking forward to have our own sales channel in a way that offline stores.
Nice.
And we are moving on for more of presence out there in public, stabilizing what we have currently with the women, and also increasing our impact, not just in numbers but in quality. In inclusion. So when we talk about women empowerment, as of now we have worked on their financial awareness, their investments, their savings. We have worked on their health, menstrual health. Now, but then there are so many untouched sectors where we are trying to increase what is called holistic development. And the focus is to be more better with the lives that we have already impacted, and those who are joining us more, the more number of women who are joining us. So the vision is actually to impact more than 3,000 women in Ahmedabad itself. But looking forward, the more number of women joining us, we would want to take a holistic approach towards them.
Excellent. What would be a message to and maybe a teenager or someone who's looking to get into social entrepreneurship?
Social entrepreneurship is not just charity or donation driven sector.
ठीक है.
Social entrepreneurship में एक बहुत amazing skill set, बहुत sharp skill set लगता है, entrepreneurial mindset लगता है, managing skills लगती है, management skills लगती है, उससे भी ज़्यादा लीडरशिप क्वालिटीज़ लगती है. सो सोशल एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप कोई पैशन ड्रिवन प्रोजेक्ट नहीं होता. इट्स अ फुल फ्लेज्ड एंटरप्राइज. एग्जैक्टली वर्क्स एज अ बिजनेस. Exactly takes all the skill sets that is required to be an entrepreneur. It's not just charity, donation, or you need to have a good heart. It's a full-fledged career and profession where you are looking forward for a systemic change. You are not just talking in numbers or talking about impact. You're actually working on systemic change. And when it comes down to a dream that you're making change in policy, that's where you have done something as a social entrepreneur. So this is the myth that goes around, that social entrepreneurship is working like a social worker on ground. No, it's a full-fledged business. It's a full-fledged profession. Should be taken very seriously because you have more responsibility towards society. You're actually on ground working towards something to achieve, and systemic change should be the focus.
Excellent, Riddhika. I could see the change, the shift. मतलब एक सोशल वर्कर, मतलब अब सोशल एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप वैसा नहीं रहा कि एक थैला और वो कुर्ता पैजामा पहने और निकले हुए, जो वो साइड थी आपकी, that has completely transformed now. And I see this is the future of India, जहाँ पे एक सोशल बदलाव की ज़रूरत है और at the same time entrepreneurship is also coming along. It was nice, great talking to you. I have got lot of nuggets of wisdom and knowledge about how the whole structure works, and I was really delighted to talk to you and looking forward to see you again.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for this opportunity, having me here. I'm truly grateful to the association, to EDII, actually making me and being part of my journey and shaping me for who we are, what Uprant is today, who I am today, to all its professors, its course program. I'm truly, truly grateful. Thank you so much.
Pleasure is all ours.